that's a decent view right there. We just uploaded the file. Start her up, and let's see what's gonna happen here. I'll tell you, it doesn't have the smoothest startup. It doesn't have the smoothest startup, guys. When the engine's moving, maybe that downpipe is touching the AC unit or something when we first start her up. I don't know, but you can feel like a little clunkiness to the engine. But after you start it, it seems okay. And then I also noticed on high RPMs, like anything over 5 or 6, or like when you're letting off throttle, it's not as smooth. You feel like some vibration, or maybe you would need like a flex pipe in the exhaust to make everything nice and smooth, but it's not that bad. Alright guys, well, I just didn't record anything after talking for 10 minutes, but dialing back the wastegate preload definitely sounds better. And right now we're underground here in a parking lot, and I want to give you guys a little bit of pulls here so you guys can hear how this thing sounds. It's absolutely insane. I know it's going to be hard to pick up all the mic and everything, but it's insane. Dang, she sounds good. Let's see over here. Let's go over here. There we go. I could shift, just keep it in drive or D3, that's fine too. But I like to control it a little bit more. Spinning. Spinning through second. It's wet, and I'm part throttle, guys, like I told you, part throttle. It's hard to drive. Take a look at the logs. It's hard. I'm gonna go to second gear here. I want to open her up a little bit. Yeah, definitely much better. That was about 5 pounds, and I was at 35% throttle. Normally 35% throttle. Before the preload adjustment, I was already pushing almost 8 pounds of boost. So that's better, guys. I mean, we won't get that instant spool up, I guess, as much as we did before, but that's not the goal here. I don't want to have instant spool up at low RPMs. I don't mind having a delayed spool up after, like, you know, 3,000-4,000 RPMs. Part throttle. I think that's going to regulate it really well. 42% throttle, and we were again regulating around 5 pounds of boost. This is looking fantastic, much better, much more manageable and tunable. So I'm really happy right now, and we're just gonna keep driving around and keep doing this. For sure the torque is higher, for sure the power is higher. I can feel it with how easily it loses traction. I mean, this turbo kit, this install, everything's been going pretty dang smooth, and I think we just fine-tuned it right now. People feeding the deers over there. I think we just fine-tuned it to make sure we regulate that boost pressure a little bit better now. gotta find a couple places where I can really start opening up her more. My duty cycle was around 75% at like 5,500 RPMs at 5.5 pounds of boost, so we'll see. Saw that? I was getting close to my duty cycle, 80%. That's why I had that alarm on. But it was regulating that 5.5 pounds of boost pretty good at whatever throttle plate percentage I was at. I don't know, I was probably maybe like 40% on that, but definitely doing and holding much better than before. So again, I can't keep summarizing that. It is just what it is, and I'm pretty happy it's working good. Second gear rolly here. That was 40% throttle. Still a big improvement. We're still doing really good, and we could push it further because we're still running rich at boost levels. So I'm not really scared about running lean. I'm just gonna slowly try to give it more gas and see where my duty cycle is at what boost pressure. If I can be first in that one turning lane, I'll open her up a little bit more. Yes, I'm first. Perfect. Alright, so we're gonna do a second gear pull here. We're gonna try to regulate it to like 6-7 pounds of boost. We'll see how she goes, and I think we're gonna call it a day here. Go back home, look over the logs, analyze everything, and see what we have to adjust. Hopefully you guys are picking up some decent audio. Alright, now we're approaching that turn. So I'm getting close to that duty cycle without being full throttle. I'm still at like, I think 45% throttle, and again, it's probably running rich. But man, I tell you, all these pulls and braking, I am gonna roast my brakes real quick, guys. Yeah, I'm still pretty rich here. I'm still very rich at transition to boost, so I'm gonna have to drop that down, especially with the lower boost pressure right now. Second gear, pull, boys. Spinning. Woo, she is moving, man. I mean, I'm telling you, for the part throttle that I am on, this thing is just moving, guys. And it's running much better and regulating that boost pressure much better, because before it would hit hard, and now I can modulate it a little bit. It's moving, not boost cutting. Much better. It's running good. So far so good. Well, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. I'm gonna go home, like I said, take care of everything, and we'll catch you guys on the next video. If you're not following me on Instagram, follow me at BULLI Kids. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Help me grow so we can do cooler builds like this. This is amazing, guys. The feeling this car gives me right now driving it, the euphoria, it's amazing. Like, I would pass a new car just to have this car turbocharged the way it is. As long as it can last a while, not give us any problems, I will love it. I mean, I'm just losing traction all the time. Anyway, guys, peace. All right, guys, and as always, I like to share the data on Honda with you guys. So the other day when I was driving home, you can see with the wastegate preload that I had originally set, which was a couple turns out, you can see 4,000 RPMs, not even 30% throttle. We're at 5.5 PSI. As we're increasing RPMs, we're just about hitting 7 pounds at 4,500. Again, only 30% throttle. Running super rich, of course, as a baseline, but you can see, I mean, we're hitting high sevens here on the pool, where it was high sevens. Well, maybe not high sevens, but mid sevens, 30% throttle. And now after the preload adjustment, which again we reduced the preload, we got a pull here that I want to show you guys. All right, this is the correct log, guys. Right over here, 3 pounds, 4 pounds. So we're at 5 pounds, guys. 5 pounds. We're already at 35% throttle, so that's an improvement, right? And as we keep driving, as we keep driving, guys, we're just regulating around that 5 pounds. 5.2, 5.3, right around that area. And that's 37% throttle, much better than before. The only thing is, look at that duty cycle. Duty cycle is high. Anything over like 80, you want to tone it down, so very close to being a high duty cycle. But then again, we're running really rich air fuel ratios now. Again, we're just trying to dial it back. So as we dial back the air fuel ratios to hit our target ratios roughly, which is still super safe, we are gonna decrease that duty cycle.
I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane, I'ma do it all for you. Come along and see it's true, but the world is pretty cold. You might need a sweater too. I'ma put a ride on ya. Kid from California, trying to make it in life. In school they never taught ya. Dreams of my